Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about how and why I went from this Harry Potter box set to this. So let's talk about it.
Welcome back, sir. All systems for gaming will be prepared in a few minutes. For now, feel free to grab a cup of coffee and have a good day.
Before we get started today, I'm going to do all the usual. If you can, please hit that thumbs up, hit the like button. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. I do videos every week talking about various things that I do in the Marvel Man Cave. And today, obviously, is not really Marvel related and movie related, but I bought this Harry Potter box set. I got it around Black Friday last year because obviously I did not have the collection on Blu-ray or 4K, and I wanted them. My wife and I enjoy these movies, and this was the cheapest option, flat out. I did not want or have the inclination to pay for the very expensive box set, but this is the way it came. I wasn't entirely sure when I ordered it, but obviously there's no movies in here now because I've already transferred them out. And when I got it, I was happy with it. I was like, I have the movies are fine. The nice thing about this is it takes up, I would say, very little space here. You get one case for your 4Ks, one case for your Blu-rays, and they all fit in this nice little box. And the box is pretty decent. I mean, it's all right. So it took up a little bit less space. Shortly after getting it and then taking a few movies out to watch it, I noticed the peg in here is very thin. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get that on camera. So there would be times where I would open this and I would pull a movie out and you'd have to kind of push on it a little bit and it would pop the other side of the movie, pop the movie on the other side out. Or there'd be times where just one of the random movies in the back were just loose and kind of scooting around in there. So I never liked that because I obviously did not want to get any of the movies scratched. So I'd spent some time looking online for basically another, I don't want to say case, but like something else that I could do with my Harry Potter movies. And I found some stuff on Etsy, but it was pretty expensive and just never really inclined to pull the trigger. I follow this YouTuber called Blockbuster Box Sets. I will put a link to his channel and to his online store in the section down below. The other day, it just so happened that he had done a stream and he was talking about some outside of the box sets that he does. He also was putting together sets like this for Harry Potter where you would get the individual, you'd get the artwork and the case, and it was basically a complete set. Now, there's not a box for this that I'm aware of. Maybe there is, and maybe I just missed it on the website because I got too excited and it was an instant order for me because I had already been looking for something like this and at that point had not been able to find it. You can see here's the spines for all of them, and I'm going to show you the artwork here in a minute, but what jumped out at me immediately is I already had this. I had the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I got this at Half Price Books a few weeks ago, and the first thing I noticed when I was putting them all together is the exact same spine. So the spines line up perfectly. It looks wonderful on the shelf. The, I would say, neat freak or whatever, however you want to quantify it, in me really was very happy when I put this together and everything just lined up very nice. I mean, obviously I expected the Harry Potter ones too, but I was not anticipating it to line up with the Fantastic Beasts trilogy, or yeah, trilogy, but I only have the one movie so far. I don't have the entire set as of yet, but I put everything together as basically like the Wizarding World, like all the Harry Potter. So Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts go together on my shelf. But I want to show off the artwork to these because it's just stunning. I really don't know how else to put it. This is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This looks exactly like what you would get if you were buying it off the shelf. Like, it is really nice. The text is sharp. I can't really gush enough over Blockbuster Box Sets and what they did here. And this is exactly what I had been looking for. Like I said, I wasn't going to go out and buy the Steelbook set or anything like that. I just wanted something to put on my shelf that looked nice. And to be perfectly honest, it's really, for me, nicer just to be able to look at the spine and then decide what movie I want to pick off the shelf rather than flipping through that big chunky box, and usually having to spend a few minutes to put movies back together after um, I've already uh, chosen my movie. So it was a little bit more of a pain. I mean, we're really talking first world problems here. Not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things, but it was just one of those things. I mean, as a collector, you know that at some point something drives you nuts, something bugs you, and you just want to fix that problem that you feel like you have in your life. And this is how I did it. So, editor Mike here. As I was editing this video, I realized I forgot one fairly important point about this set, and that it does come with two spots. So you have spots for both videos. You have a spot for the 4K, and then you have a spot for the Blu-ray. So I was able to take that two Harry Potter set, like rather than having two cases where the 4K was in one and the Blu-ray was in the other, they're now just housed in one 4K case. So that was very nice. I forgot to mention that when I was going through, honestly, out of the excitement. But I thought that was another big feature of this. And I also think I forgot to mention that this is all one set. Like when I got this yesterday, this is exactly how it came, obviously without the movies. But other than that, it came as the 4K case and the artwork. Everything was already put together. So it was literally plug and play. I brought the cases down and started taking stuff out of these cases and putting them into there. And in less than a minute, I was done and they were on my shelf. So again, I know I've already said it in the video, but again, kudos to Blockbuster Box Sets. This is a tremendous job. Thank you very much. Blockbuster Box Sets really deserve a shout out because this is just phenomenal. This is exactly what I was looking for. Now, the only thing I would probably ask is if there's like a box to put them in, to put them something along this line that I could put all these in and have it together. Because it sounds like the Fantastic Beasts series might be over. So you could even lump those three in and just have one big Wizarding World box set. So maybe one day. I know he's got a lot of things on his plate, so it's not a real request. Let me know, what do you think? Do you prefer, and I know some people do prefer sets like this because it obviously takes up way less space. I mean, you can see the difference. This is going to take up way more space on my shelf, but I feel this presentation is better. But what about you? Do you prefer a nice tight box set like this, or do you prefer to have your movies individual like this and have them displayed on the shelf? I'd really be curious to know which is your preference. So that's all for today. I'm Mike. Thanks for watching the Marvel Man Cave, and don't forget, collect what you love.